Hello, Lakers fans. This is Perspective Blog, Lakers-fandom, and I am your host, EA Crespo. Um, I don't have the hat, but I'm rocking this Kobe Bryant sweater and with a hoodie. Actually, let me get the hoodie out. And what I want to talk about is the buyout market, why I believe the Lakers need a center, but they have two spots. So I'm going to talk about who I think is going to be on the other spot in the rosters. Um, I don't think we need that much tall wings as we thought we would on the other, I don't know, last year, right? Because the first thing is Kuzma is defending tall wings pretty decently. The other thing is we have McKinney, who also is a good defender. We don't use him, but he's there. LeBron James can defend any position. When he comes back, that's going to be something we can use. And Anthony Davis also can defend wings. And the last person that you can put in that list of defending big wins is Montrez. Now, also Wes Matthews. Wes Matthews is better defending bigger wings than him that defending smaller. And but there's somebody who can help us defend smaller wings. And I'm gonna talk about all this right now in Perspective Blog Lakers-fandom. All right, before talking about the need for centers, I'm going to say who I think is going to be the other person in the roster in the buyout market, or at least who the Lakers probably will pursue and should pursue for that. And that person is Avery Bradley. The reason I believe Avery Bradley would be a guy they need is because he was um, last year part of our starting lineup. And one thing he did as part of the starting lineup was uh, put a lot of heat on the defensive end, uh, hard-nosed defender, um, really on top of things defensively. He helped us a lot during the season. Obviously, he wasn't in the bubble, but he helped the Lakers get there. You know the way the Lakers got there, and he was a very important part of our defensive schemes and our defensive energy. If you have Avery Bradley, um, and 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 you have Montrezl Harrell in that defensive with that defensive intensity, and then you add that uh, when they come back, AD, and you have um, LeBron James, who I know people say he doesn't defend, but when he decides to defend somebody, we've seen what he did in the finals. We've seen what he did against the Clippers in that game that the Lakers needed to win to clinch their first place last year. Um, so we can say right now that the Lakers would definitely they can use somebody like Avery Bradley for um, bring back some of that energy. Also depth, because then they could decide um, to either use as a small, um, as a three, small forward, They could even use um, Matthews or Taylor Horton Tucker. Um, so LeBron James can move either from 3 to 4. The same thing with Kyle Kuzma. So it would give a few other um, looks to that rotation. Um, Also, it frees the Lakers for future, um, future plans, whether they are um, to trade in the future um, some of the guards, depending on you know who does what and how everything comes out. Um, and he also have another veteran voice where you can get a guy like Taylor Horton Tucker as much as he can get of veteran voices all around him, the better. Um, a lot of people are getting on the case of Taylor Horton Tucker. I don't know why. He's a 20 years old guy, and he is going to be a star for the Lakers. If the Lakers keep him, um, he will be a star. He's got all the tools to be a star, but he's he is getting used to the NBA. And getting used to the NBA is not an easy task. So, we gotta be patient with him. He is gonna get there. He's gonna get to the point that he is going, maybe not a superstar, but a star, I would say. Maybe an all-star uh, sooner than what many people would think. Um, and the one positive thing about him right now is that he is getting a, a crash course on NBA basketball without LeBron, AD. He needs to act. He needs to be um, active and learning and going and making plays and all that kind of stuff that he would get. A lot of people say he would be a star on a bad team. Well, he's now getting the experience of not having superstars in the team, bailing the team out. So he's being put there. And while we don't see uh, many things, this is a kid that learns from his mistakes because I've been seeing him since he was a kid playing in minor leagues. And he learns from his mistakes. He refines his style. So I'm pretty sure that he's going to refine his style in the NBA. Now, getting to the center. All right, we need a presence in the paint. If you see the statistics, most of what the other teams are doing is attacking us in the paint because they know we are weaker that way. Marc Gasol is a positional defender, and he's a good defender. He's not a bad defender, but he's too slow right now. And even though he's had block shots and all that, and he's supposed to be a floor spacer, he is not uh, spacing the floor enough for um, other guys. And right now, the guys that could benefit from that, which be AD and LeBron James, are not there. They could use him. I don't know if Frank Vogel eventually wants to do this, but they could use him and use Montrez as a cutter, right? That would be, but they would have to be together, and that you know that could hurt in other ways the Lakers. But um, they need somebody like Drummond, because Drummond is going to be this other rebound. Lakers last year, a lot of the points they made was because Dwight Howard would clean anything that would come close in the paint, and he would clear it out. He would tap the ball. Most of his points were out of offensive rebounds, and that's one thing that Andre Drummond can do for the Lakers. Now, um, he's not the only alternative. Um, Hassan Whiteside is an excellent alternative for the Lakers to pick up, but right now I think Drummond is the better alternative, because Drummond is going to contribute on the offensive side of things. The Lakers are doing pretty well defensively. The Lakers' problem right now is the offensive uh, uh, droughts that they are having in games, and somebody like Andre Drummond is gonna also help to open those players in the perimeter, and so that's gonna be a really good help for the Lakers, and um, they will uh, come out better, um, even with this whole thing that is happening in terms of injuries. If they can get Drummond, that would be excellent. But they might get Hassan Whiteside. Um, I don't know if they can get Marcus Aldridge, but it would be nice. It would be nice if we can get if we can't get Drummond, uh, get Aldridge instead, or Hassan Whiteside, and roll with that. It would um, put um, it would put Montrez in power forward position, and they can mix center power forward. It would be really strong presence is in the paint, even when Anthony Davis is not there. So, so that would open up the shooters, and so I don't want to keep repeating myself. I think that's pretty much what I wanted to say. I want to hear from you. I want you to subscribe and like these videos if you like the material I'm putting. If not, comment and tell me how we can make this better. All right. Um, so see you in the next video. I lost the hat, but I'm gonna get a new one, um, uh, because that's one of my trademarks here, wearing a Lakers hat, and may God bless you. Take care of each other and yourself, and most of all,